All right, so this is the exterior of Dellway Lane. So I think as I showed, you've got the two parking spaces here right up front of this corner lot unit. So all brick facade, which is great. Outside, you do have some traffic noise. You don't hear it inside, but I will point out that's the wall barrier for I-66. So just worth noting proximity there. So taking your walk up into the front area, you have a split foyer, one level going up and going down. So you've got a spot there for a little welcome table, put your keys and wallet. So let's go downstairs first. I will point out, you can kind of see, I think on the video, the wall, the paint probably needs to be touched up or redone. I think it looks like down here too, just probably from moving furniture and stuff over the years. Underneath the stairs, you've got a nice storage nook. We call this the Harry Potter closet. And so then down here you have a little bit more storage even. Oh, they are gamers, look at that. So coat closet, storage closet, or game closet, all work. Downstairs you do have a full bathroom. So original vanity, you can kind of see, it looks like it's been painted over, and then mirror, medicine cabinet, which is always nice. And then shower. So this is the original shower, kind of the vinyl, full vinyl surround. Down here you have your mechanical room, so washer dryer setup, HVAC. So it looks like this was installed in 2020, or sorry, not HVAC. Coffee's still kicking in, it's the hot water heater. And then the HVAC over here. I was never advised to put stuff like right up against your HVAC machine. This is from 2011, so about 14 years old. Those, can last you 20 plus years. I think usually they say 15 to 20 is like the safe spot, but you don't always, have to replace it unless it needs to be replaced. Nice little sitting area down here. It's got really durable LVP floors, kind of a natural wooden color, wood burning fireplace, which looks like they actively use it. So super nice there, and then access to your backyard. With the end unit, you have a little bit bigger backyard. So you've got a little concrete pad right here, a storage shed, and then a very low maintenance yard. So no grass back here, just mulch and a couple of trees, some English ivy. And then you have access from the side yard. You got your air handler right there. Vinyl looks to be pretty good condition. It could probably use a pressure wash. And again, I hear birds chirping, but you also hear the traffic noise. There's the wall right there. But it's city living. You get used to it. I'd tell people there's kind of traffic noise everywhere here in Northern Virginia, because you have major roads everywhere, whether it's a highway or 66 or 50 or Braddock, Little River, all over the place. It does look like this is not latching or locking. It was open when I got in there. So let's head upstairs and check out the main living room area and kitchen. You have a white flooring, not white, but a lighter kind of bamboo-esque LVP up here. I do feel some like soft spots where it's maybe floating, or they put down a pad. I don't know if it's in between the pad, but I just want to point that out. So here's your living room, formal living room. They've got it set up with the TV and the couch. It's really nice. You have A lot of natural light coming in here from the windows on both sides. Windows, looks like there's some cracking on the seal there. They are probably not the original windows though. I think they've been replaced at some point, which is good. Coming here in between the living room and the dining room, you do have another Harry Potter closet. So they've kind of used this as a pantry space, some storage. Every storage nook and cranny you can have is nice, which leads us into the kitchen dining room combo. So nice and open, space for a large dining room if you want. You could probably, if you needed to, fit 2 more chairs there to seat 6. Double window. Noticing more of the floors here of kind of that buckling feeling, and you can actually kind of see it right there. So yeah, I don't know if it was just installed weird, but beautiful kitchen, black stone countertops, white. It looks like this was probably painted at some point. It's chipping off a little bit there, but you do have a lazy Susan back there, which is nice. Stainless steel appliances, so dishwasher right here, stove, and then large refrigerator. Cute little peninsula right here. Gives you 2 more seating spots right there. Security system. And then that leads us back to the living room. So I want to point out you have the powder room right here with the, looks like the original vanity. This is a lower height vanity, so it's height-wise, sometimes you see shorter or taller vanities. I think you said you're taller, but that's up to my thighs, and I'm 5'10". Window. And then right here, I think I didn't point this out before, but you've got a coat closet. So, nice right off your entry to have some storage space. Heading upstairs, carpet, which is great for sound. It's a lighter color carpet, but it is in very good condition. Head into the primary. This is a little bit more worn. You can kind of see over there. So primary carpet is, pretty worn. Here is your closet. Walk-in closet. So you have 2 sides of storage, plus, area to put a little shoe bin right there. So you can see there's hanging shelves and some places for folded clothing. But definitely a large primary. You've got a light in the ceiling, which is something I always point out. Not all houses around here have lights in the ceiling, which it's just how they didn't build places. Bathrooms here are original, so you have the 1x1 kind of multicolored tile. I love how this looks. I know it definitely has a dated feel to it, but if it stays clean, it looks, I think, good. But that's just my personal opinion. Pinkish tiles here in the primary bathroom. Shower tub combo. And then same thing with the vanity here. It's lower, kind of, you can see hip or thigh height, but you have a good amount of countertop space, a little medicine cabinet, and then just for orientation, we're on the front side of the unit here. Linen closet, medicine cabinet right there. Guest bedroom right here. So this is the smaller of the bedrooms. Usually you have, like, I say it's like the nursery size room where you don't need much. It looks like they're got some military coins. So yeah, basic bedroom. It's got a double accordion door for the closet. And then the other guest room is definitely the bigger of the 2. It's got a queen size bed, as you can see. So no lights in the ceilings. This should control the lamp. Easy enough to install those. It's just something that a lot of people don't do. Not too expensive either. I think it's about $400 plus the cost of the plus the cost of the light. So a cute like grassy area back there behind the unit. So this is, again, for orientation, we're on the back side of the unit. You can see the wall there to 66. But I don't hear any noise, as we're in the house. That's the most important thing. You don't want to hear traffic noise in your house. Same tiles here in this bathroom, and then same setup with the vanity, almost a carbon copy, even with the tiles. So that is it for townhouse number 1 on Dellway.